What if you could quit your job and your investment portfolio paid your bills instead? That's the dream behind living off dividends. And today, we're breaking down how to actually make it happen, whether you're in the United States or in Canada. What are dividends? Let's start with the basics. Dividends are payments that companies make to shareholders, usually every quarter. It's like your investments cutting you a paycheck without you selling anything. In both Canada and the United States, dividend investing is a popular strategy for generating passive income and reaching financial independence. The math of living off dividends? To live off dividends, you need enough invested to cover your annual expenses with dividend income alone. Let's say your annual living expenses, $40,000. Here's how much you'd need invested based on dividend yield. At 3% yield, you'd need $1.33 million. At 4% yield, you'd need $1 million. At 5% yield, you'd need $800,000. Canada and the US both offer access to dividend-paying stocks and ETFs, but there are some key tax and strategy differences to know. Let's look at key differences between Canada and US. In the United States, qualified dividends are taxed at a lower rate, ranging from 0% to 20% depending on your income. Popular dividend ETFs include SCHD, VYM, and DVY. Some well-known dividend growth stocks are Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, and Procter & Gamble. Additionally, real estate investment trusts or REITs offer high yields but are taxed as ordinary income. In Canada, dividends from Canadian companies come with the dividend tax credit, making them very tax efficient. Eligible Canadian dividends can actually be taxed lower than employment income. Popular dividend stocks in Canada include Enbridge, TELUS, and Royal Bank. For those looking at ETFs, VDY, XEI, and ZDV are solid picks for income. It's worth noting that U.S. dividends are taxed more unless held in a registered retirement savings plan, or RRSP, not a tax-free savings account, or TFSA. Whether you're in Toronto or Texas, the fundamentals of building a dividend portfolio are the same. Here are the steps to build a dividend portfolio. First, define your income goal. How much do you need to live on per year? Next, calculate the required capital. Use your target yield. Realistically, aim for 3 to 4%. Then choose your holdings. A mix of blue-chip dividend stocks, ETFs, and possibly REITs can be beneficial. Also, consider tax shelters. In the U.S., use Roth IRA, 401k, or a brokerage account depending on your goals. In Canada, use a TFSA for Canadian dividends and an RRSP for U.S. dividends. Finally, reinvest until you're ready to live off the income. What are pros and cons? Let's be honest, it's not all sunshine and passive paychecks. Let's talk about the pros of dividend investing. First, it provides regular, predictable income. You don't need to sell assets to generate cash flow, which is great for long-term stability. There are also some tax advantages, especially in Canada. Now on to the cons. Dividend investing requires a large capital base. Plus, dividends aren't guaranteed. They can be cut at any time. Inflation can eat away at fixed income, and high yields often come with higher risk. Final thoughts? Living off dividends takes time, patience, and a solid plan. But whether you're in Canada or the US, it's one of the most sustainable paths to financial independence. If this is your goal, start early, reinvest everything, and focus on quality companies. Your future self will thank you. Like and subscribe if this helped, and drop a comment if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.